Just got to jump in, even though you're not fully prepared sometimes. But I think I got things in order pretty good today. So glory to God. I'm trying to get my chat window up here on YouTube over on the iPad. So give me a sec. I'll give you the backstage view. So yeah, I mean, to kind of state what I'm doing here before I let too much dead air go, I am recording 2 verses for this song, and it's been a long time coming because I probably made this beat like 2 years ago and then wrote a hook that I showcased in a video probably a year ago. And so yeah, it's definitely a long time coming, and this is really going to be probably the first thing I release as far as a full song through DistroKid and put it on platforms, just to experience that whole process and be a part of that world. So yes, excited about that. I'm not fully like happy with the song, a few things about it, but it is a learning process. So I said this before, I'm trying to just put things out there and then know that I'll learn along the way. Since it's been so long since I started this one track right here, that I'm gonna play for y'all and record these verses. There's a lot of things that I'm already seeing that I need to improve on as far as the recording, as far as like the songwriting. One thing with the songwriting is I've been consuming like a lot of songwriting content lately in the last couple months, and there's something called a pre-chorus that I really don't even know too much about. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious in what it is, you know, what comes before the chorus. I don't know what that structure is like. What I try to do now is at least like the imagery of the lyrics in the verse kind of lead into the hook, right? I don't think this song does that very well. So I feel like the verses, and that's why it's taken me so long to finish it, because I've been getting in the process, trying to improve my songwriting skills, you know. So, I mean, that takes work, practice, I think. There's some natural ability, but yeah, definitely things take practice. And so I've struggled to finish this song because I'm like, yeah, the way that these verses end is pretty weak. So that's okay. I just want to finish it. I think it still has a decent message, at least, and that's something that's important to me. Oh, I'm already about to take a sip. I poured this because to get the nerves off a little bit, if I got too anxious. I'm not feeling super anxious, but yeah, let's see what's good. I want to click on the chat window and say what's up. I've got about an hour before I got to head to work. I really didn't feel like doing this. I'm kind of having an irritable day today. Didn't sleep too much, tired, really haven't had any motivation for anything, but the opportunity really, it presented itself. I got the house to myself, so it's quiet. Turn the AC off, no TV in the background, no kids in the background. So yeah, that's important. So this is the song and I'll just play the original. Let's go ahead and switch the camera so y'all can see. I got the original. Okay, you can't hear me. For a second, I thought Danny Drinks, good to see you. For a second, I read the end of that, and I was like, damn, you can't hear me. Yeah, so I got a little bit nerves going. I just read that. I was like, oh man, went 4 minutes nearly with no sound. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the encouragement. So I made the beat. I think I made the beat in a stream too on the MPC one back when I had that, and I had the studio in the room. And so I made the beat probably 2 years ago. Then I think I wrote the hook pretty immediately and recorded it. I think I used the looper then to record it. And then probably a year ago, I made a video talking about like arranging kind of in like songwriting with the MPC. And I had an MPC live retro then when I did that video. Not really relevant, but this was the original sequence and it's changed a little bit. So I'll just play the beat with the hook. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing rocks, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. So many people in this world, we walk around with... So that's it. That's the main idea, and this is how I usually build, is 4 bars and just build the concept off that. I think just to keep it simple, it repeats itself. So then I made this into a whole song. and then arranged it. So I have the arrangement laid out now. And I made a slight little change to the lyric in the hook. So I use the word rock and I just changed it to stone. I think I use it twice in there. So it's like, so I just started off a little bit. And then I also did like an overdub track for the hook with some delay on it.
So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. You're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home.
So there we go, and I have, you know, got the verses cleared out, or not cleared out, but ready to go. So I'm gonna start recording to that. I'm welcome to any feedback. What I'm hearing now as far as this is I have a lot of sibilance in the track, and I know the MPC standalone doesn't have like a, what do you call it, de-esser, and I believe there's a workaround for that, which I want to look into. I think using like a compressor, not something I've ever tried, but it's in the back of my mind. But I'm most likely just, what I'm going to do is just record these verses, and I don't want to do too much reading into like thought over mixing and stuff. I just want to release it probably as is. Maybe I'll do like a master, like the master track stuff on here and do something quick, but then just export it and like put it up through DistroKid. All right, here comes the part where I have to perform. This is where I would get anxious. I'm really not feeling that anxious. Kind of crazy. I guess I'm getting used to this. This is a little different, doing some vocals, so I should feel a little bit of that nerves. And I do have the verses memorized, but I do think when I do feel a little bit anxious, sometimes I have a tendency to forget. So if I do mess up, I'll probably just stop and then start over. So I'm gonna move over to my sampler and turn off this input, and then go into my audio tracks. I already got them set up with my vocal chain and all that, so it's gonna sound a lot different. And my vocal chain is evolving now already, so I do want to show you in like a separate video my vocal chain and talk about it, but then also talk about how I want to change it. So it's been working, I think, pretty decent, but it needs work like anything, I think. So let's turn this off. Check. So you hear that big difference? It's kind of noisy a little bit, but it's all good. Let's see. Yeah.
So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. You're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want the money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the clef. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before, or you'll be held liable. So much assuming.
Yeah, so I already feel myself. I think maybe it's the nerves. Like that was kind of a slow start. It wasn't the take. I wasn't even recording though. So navigate with these cue links. That's cool. I'll just go ahead and start recording though, to see if we can get the right take here. I don't know why I say we sometimes. Like, it's kind of annoying to me when people talk like that, and I do it too. It's just me right here. I mean, it's
so many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. You're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want their money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the clef. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before or you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. No one putting no rules upon me, but this freedom been an idol that you worship like.
See? We fucked up. That was a better time.
Ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it.
I think I need to put a little more energy behind it. It sounds off. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't get seem redundant, me spitting this, but hey, I'm just doing it to get used to it, and I'm hoping this is gonna be the first of many of these. Whenever I come up with a song and I'm ready to record it, just go live and record it, and then try to release it, not spend too much time on it. I think a lot of y'all know what that's like. It's just spending too much time on one thing, then you get sick of it and you can't really stand behind it. So I already do have another song that's completed, and I haven't recorded it. I'm pretty excited about recording that one. So yeah, all right, let's go. I think I can just, yeah. So this is cool. You can just hit play. Let's see.
So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. You're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want the money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the clef. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before or you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world we feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. No one put no rules upon me, but this freedom been an idol that you worship. It's a battle of the flesh against the spirit. Everybody's going through it. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones.
See, that ends weak. It doesn't end strong at all. And that's not even my original. What I originally say at the end is it's a battle between the flesh or something, flesh-eating zombies or something. And I was like, nah, I don't know. That sounds kind of corny. But I think I had a little bit better energy behind that one.
Stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want the money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the clef. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before or you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world we feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. No one put no rules upon me, but this freedom been an idol that you worship. It's a battle of the flesh against the spirit. Everybody's going through it. This is the battle of these flesh-eating zombies. Everybody's going through it now, huh? I guess I'll spit it how I originally did. Just tell me if y'all have heard this verse too many times already. When you have, and then I'll move over to the other one. Let me do it one more time. Why is this not navigating properly? Okay. I don't have to start with an intro. Alone, you're so different. You're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want the money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the clef. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. No one putting no rules upon me, but this freedom been an idol that you worship. It's a battle of these flesh-eating zombies. Everybody's going through it now. So many people in this world, we want ain't no place to build a home. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass, piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want their money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the cliff. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. No one putting no rules upon me, but this freedom been an idol that you worship. It's a battle of these flesh-eating zombies. Everybody's going through it now. So many people in this world, we walk around.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that for now. I'm not impressed by myself. And yeah, just gotta move across the timeline. Zoom out.
No place to saying that you're standing on. Ain't no place to build a home.
Okay.
Home. So many people in this world.
Alright, and here comes the next verse.
Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that's saying that you're standing on. Ain't no place to build a home. It's all this fake, just like the Matrix, understand. But you can't stand on no foundation made of sand. Doing dirt creation, that's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, consolation.
Wait, nope, missed a line.
So different. We're throwing stones, but that's saying that you're standing on. Ain't no place to build a home. It's all this fake, just like the Matrix, understand. But you can't stand on no foundation made of sand. Doing dirt creation, that's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, we're selfish beings, consolation. It's God's plan to choose our will or give it up and kill ourselves. That shit's poetic, not a cry for help. Don't you get it? Die to self, that shit is hard to do. And everybody's just a critic of everybody but themselves. Do that sound like you? So think about it, introspect, and maybe you will find that all those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time. You gotta let it all go. Remove that rock from your eyes so you can see.
Yeah, see that last one? That was a kind of trash take anyways. Excuse me. So, okay.
So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that's saying that you're standing on. Ain't no place to build a home. It's all this fake, just like the Matrix, understand. But you can't stand on no foundation made of sand. Doing dirt creation, that's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, we're selfish beings, consolation. It's God's plan to choose our will or give it up and kill ourselves. That shit's poetic, not a cry for help. Don't you get it? Die to self, that shit is hard to do. And everybody's just a critic of everybody but themselves. Do that sound like you? So think about it, introspect, and maybe you will find that all those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time like you're anchored, drowning in the sea. You gotta let it go. Remove that speck from your eye so you can see. So many people in this world, we walk around with...
Yeah. Let me put it back.
That you standing on, ain't no place to build a home. It's all this fake, just like the Matrix, understand. But you can't stand on no foundation made of sand. Doing dirt creation, that's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, we're selfish beings, consolation. It's God's plan to choose our will or give it up and kill ourselves. That shit's poetic, not a cry for help. Don't you get it? Die to self, that shit is hard to do. And everybody's just a critic of everybody but themselves. Do that sound like you? So think about it, introspect, and maybe you will find that all those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time like you're anchored, drowning in the sea. You gotta let it go. Remove that speck from your eye so you can see.
Hey, so yeah, I just refreshed YouTube because I only had like one comment, Danny Drinks, and I was figuring like no one's saying nothing. So yeah, now I see what you guys are saying. Laugh Out Loud, you're good. It's dope that you finally putting it down. I need to do the same as you. I have so many unfinished songs. For real, man, it's been a long time coming, like years and years. A reason I'm doing it on the MPC rather than a DAW, just preference. This is what I want to do, you know. I like to keep it simple, you know. Visually, I think I'm kind of OCD. Like even all the cables and everything that I got going on is a little bit much to look at for me. It's just having too many things talking to each other always led to hiccups, and that's just one of the reasons or excuses why I like standalone. You know, extra distractions, too many choices, that kind of thing. So MPC is very capable. I even tried to do it back in the day with older MPCs like the MPC 1000 with ZZOUNDS. I think that was the start of it for me, is when he came out with those audio tracks. So I started to like try to write some songs in that, and I thought that was pretty dope. That, I don't know, it's just a weird kind of idea that I like, just the fact that you can do everything contained in like one box. And so yeah, that's what I'm on. Just this is what I've been doing. I've been doing standalone MPC videos since the beginning of YouTube, because it's just the thing that I do. Just the preference. Mike A, what's good, bro? First time seeing you live. Okay, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming in. Wayne Anderson, what's good? Haven't tried singing directly into my MPC one yet, but I'm definitely inspired now. Fire, appreciate it. Oh yeah. King O Caesar, what's good? Ghetto Styles said you was live, and I said it's on. What's up, Ghetto Styles? Destructo, what's up, man? Danny's Ranks, you'll always be your biggest critic for sure. I got a line in this song, I don't know if you heard it yet, about being everyone's critic but yourself. That's more of like, I think I like the message of this song. I'm not liking how, as you can hear, the verse is ending, and I didn't finish this one, the last two lines of this second verse. And I don't know, man. It's just been so difficult to end well. I think there's like some sort of a subconscious mental block, or maybe because I don't know. Like probably a year ago, the idea of doing this would be scary as hell to me. Just make me super anxious, and I'm doing very well, better than I thought I would right now. I mean, it's a whole nother thing. I've gotten used to like talking on this mic and doing the beats and stuff, but then performing is a whole nother level. And then I think the next step is actually creating with my voice live as well. So as I said, like this is going to be the first of many live streams like this, I'm hoping, God willing, where I prepare a song and then I come in and record it, but then I think the next step would be actually being comfortable with just putting myself on. I think it's a vulnerable position, because I think we all can make whack stuff, and my voice isn't perfect, and just sorting out the ideas and that kind of thing live is a whole nother level too, which is, I think, is dope. And that's really what I want to do, just level up to that. And yeah, don't need to over explain myself. It sounds good. Yeah. I mean, I've heard it, like I've heard it so many times, and it never comes out the same way. Like it's hard to get the flow proper. So, and that's just me. I'm not in the practice of it as much as I could have been, because I took a whole long time, like decades even, to just learn how to make beats for myself. Yeah. And so I think I didn't nurture this part of me. I mean, I got into music writing because I met this in high school. I met a friend who was like, his dad was a producer, and he had some skills because it ran in the blood in the family and all that, and he was around it, and he would make beats for us, and I would rap. And so I was writing raps. I think I was writing before that, but I think the first rap I ever wrote was probably like 7th or 8th grade. But yeah, but yeah, for sure. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thanks for the thumbs up so far, and the participation in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this. Oh man, did I delete that? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna try to get the second verse. Let me see if I pull up my book real quick so I can remind myself what that last verse was. That last couple lines of that verse. What do y'all think of this angle? Trash? Is it trash? I just call it the behind the scenes angle because you can see like all the chords and the cameras and stuff. Okay, let me see. So this is the rhyme book / YouTube video idea book. Okay. Just think about it, introspect, and maybe you will find all those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time, like you're anchored, drowning in the sea. You gotta let it all go. Remove that speck from your eye so you can see. I think that's how I was gonna end it. I think I'll pour myself the rest of that rum I got over there. Making good time. I'm gonna go ahead and save this for now as is. And then I think what I'll do is I'll punch in at the end. A thing I learned from, I don't know if I shouted you out. I probably did shout you out earlier. I was meaning to, Chad Snow. I don't know if you in here. I hope some of the folks that are in the vocal recording group clicked on the link. But yeah, shout out Chad Snow. I will, like I was saying, I'll probably do some punch-ins because I learned how to do punch-ins from him. He uses it in a different way in order to just like organize himself, and so he writes out where his hooks come in, where his verses come in, and then he uses the punch right here, not there, right here. This punch, the locate screen to punch in. So this is what you use to punch in, and he doesn't use it in, I think, probably the way that most people understand the punch in is where you're like fixing a mistake. Say you like love the verse, but there's one part you hate or a couple parts. Just punch in. It'll set it up automatically, so it'll record. It'll start right on that part that you wanted to replace. So I might do that with the end of the hooks or the end of the verses, because the first verse I feel like I recorded it pretty strong, but then towards the end, again, I felt like it was kind of a weak ending. And the same thing with this. So I'm gonna try to get through this, just record that. That'll probably be the stream because I do have to head to work. So I'm gonna get the rum real quick. It's not very much, don't worry about me. I do have to drive to work, but it's not enough for anything serious to happen. So give me a sec. I'm celebrating. No, but for real, I said no, but for real, I am celebrating just the fact that I got up and did this. I was planning on doing it today. I didn't sleep enough. I had no motivation for anything. I didn't think the opportunity was going to present itself because I thought it was going to come earlier in the day. And yeah, I just pulled myself up and just got right to it. Here I am. So that's a celebration in itself for persevering when you don't feel like doing shit. And then also, yeah, this is a milestone for me because it's like I keep saying, it's been a long time coming. It's something that I've been wanting to do, and I'm finally at the beginning of it. And the AC just turned on. I thought I turned it off. Give me a sec. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for that AC to turn off. I'm gonna navigate over here real quick. FB. Okay, that shut off quick. Alright. Back in.
That sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. Stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. It's all this fake, just like the Matrix, understand, but you can't stand on no foundation. Made of sand, doing dirt creation. That's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, we're selfish being.
It's a little awkward.
You're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. It's all just fake, just like the Matrix, understand, but you can't stand on no foundation. Made of sand, doing dirt creation. That's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, we're selfish beings, constellation. It's God's plan to choose our will or give it up and kill ourselves. Yeah, it's poetic, not a cry for help. Don't you get it? Doubt itself, that shit is hard to do. And everybody's just a critic of everybody but themselves. Do that sound like you? So think about it, introspect, and maybe you will find that all those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time like you're anchored, drowning in the sea. You got to remove that speck from your eye so you can see. Yeah. So many people in this world we walk.
Maybe I can just add some like ad-libs toward the end of that. That felt pretty solid. I don't know if I put as much energy into that one as the first one.
No one putting the rules upon me, but this freedom.
Yeah, definitely not.
To build a home. It's all just fake, just like the Matrix, understand, but you can't stand on no foundation. Made of sand, doing dirt creation. That's what we're made of, man. Destroying all the earth, we're selfish beings, constellation. It's God's plan to choose our will or give it up and kill ourselves. Yeah, it's poetic, not a cry for help. Don't you get it? Doubt itself, that shit is hard to do. And everybody's just a critic of everybody but themselves. Do that sound like you? So think about it, introspect, and maybe you will find that all those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time like you're anchored, drowning in the sea. You got to remove that speck from your eye so you can see. Yeah. So many people.
I think I wanted to say, remove that rock from your eye so you can see.
This world we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself.
Instead of saying speck, like y'all know, like if you know a little bit about the Bible verses and stuff, you know, about judging your brother, judging another person, and how you need to, before you try to remove that speck or that log or whatever it is from another's eye, you got to remove it from your own, you know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe remove that rock, remove that stone. All those stones inside your pocket got you sinking at this time like you're anchored, drowning in the sea. You got to let it all go. Remove that stone from your eye before. Remove that stone from your eye so you can be free or something.
In the sea, you got to remove that speck from your eye.
I think I'll keep it. I'm hearing things. I'm being my own worst critic. I don't know what y'all think. You don't need to tell me if you don't want to. I like the tone of that the way I spit that wasn't too. Now I'm hearing this one. It's like this one's a little bit too
long lasting disrespect. It's the same.
A little too aggressive. I don't really like that. It's not really how I sound on a regular basis. So maybe I'll do this one again. Let me try it.
So many people in this world, we walk around with stones. Isolate yourself, you think you walk alone, you're so different. We're throwing stones, but that sand that you're standing on ain't no place to build a home. Yeah. We're all just people in this culture, sequels to the past. Actors on the stage, we be the cast. Vultures flying high, we demonize. They want your flesh, just a carcass piece of ass to place the money on it. It's just a bet, they want the money, long lasting disrespect. It's the same song, different key up on the clef. Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before or you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. But this freedom been an idol that you worship, it's a battle. But
that shit was kind of good until I fucked up.
Get your money, get your check. It's all about survival. Remove that speck from your eye before or you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. But this freedom been an idol that you worship. This freedom been an idol that you speck from your eye before you'll be held liable. I'm just a human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing. No one put no rules upon me, but your freedom been an idol that you worship. It's a battle of the flesh eating zombies, everybody. It's a battle of the flesh versus the... Yeah. Freedom been an idol that you worship, it's a battle, but
that's a situation where I can punch in. Let me see.
freedom been an idol that you worship, it's a battle, but
it's a battle. It's a battle. Let me see. See if I can remember how to do this. I've done it only once.
That you worship, it's a battle.
It's
a battle.
Okay, so I can start on it's a, and then see. Let me see if I'll zoom in a little bit so y'all can see what's going on. Nah, I mean I gotta turn the ISO down. But anyways, I'm looking at the playhead marker. It says 23.2, so that's where I want it to come in. Can I get to here? Yeah, so locate, and then punch in 20. Hold up. Okay, I gotta do the end first, I think I gotta do the end first.
It's a battle, but this freedom been an idol that you worship, it's a battle, but worship, it's a battle, but it's a battle. It's a battle, but
zombies, everybody's going through it now, huh? Okay, so it ends on, let's say 25, and that was 23.2. Which really I think is the 20-second bar, right? 23, 22, 23.2. Okay, let me get back in here. So I'm gonna change the end to 25. 25. Just go 25. 1, and then change the punch in to 23.2. Okay, so now it should work. So now I'll be able to hit record. It'll just play, and then it will activate the recording at this exact punch in. Should be. Let's see if it works. You see a little red line up there.
to keep doing what you're doing, but this
So you see the little red. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So it's created that little start, punch in, and end point right there.
freedom been an idol that you worship, it's a battle.
It's a battle.
Worship, it's a battle, but
Battle of these flesh-eating zombies. Everybody's going through it now. Okay.
human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing, but this freedom been an idol that you worship.
I wasn't ready.
Freedom been an idol that you worship.
Close. Nope. Okay. Record, push play.
Human, so much assuming in this world you feel entitled to keep doing what you're doing, but this freedom been an idol that you worship. It's a battle of the flesh, eating zombies. Everybody's going through it now, huh? So many people
It's a little off still.
in this world, we want an idol that you worship. It's a battle of the flesh, eating zombies. Everybody's going through it now, huh? So many people in this world, we walk around with
Yeah, y'all can agree with me that the verses end pretty weak. Go ahead and agree with me. Go ahead. I don't want y'all lying to me. None of that. I was gotten quiet in here, but I appreciate y'all coming in. I'm probably gonna wrap it up, and maybe I'll just fix this off stream at some point. We'll see what time. 4:30. See, for some reason the chat window is not showing me everything until I refresh. Let's see what y'all got to say. No doubt. Hey yo, Destructo. Hanging out, brother. Appreciate you doing the lives. I appreciate you, Destructo. Akira Gold, what's up, man? Uh, Def a block, man. You don't. Okay, you're responding to, I think what I was saying. You said Def a block. Who knows who's gonna a block? What I was saying earlier was that I think there's a mental block that I'm like afraid to finish because I'm afraid of the next step. I think I wrote this in a different song a different lyric that I wrote where it was like something to the degree that I think we're all scared of success. Like we really fear success rather than failure itself. Because with success, like a lot more responsibility comes with that, right? Versus being complacent. If you fear failure, I guess you just don't do anything because it's a lot more comfortable. You have less responsibilities. If you have, I don't know, less ambitions to push yourself beyond what you're doing, because once you get to that spot, it's almost like the human condition to always want to level up one. So if you don't outdo yourself or at least maintain, then that's a pretty big responsibility. And so maybe people fear success because they don't want to fail. I don't know. I just kind of worked that out, if that makes sense. Yeah, King of Caesar on the run today. I gotta get on the run. Infinity Link. What are you saying? Type of verse? Just kidding. What do you? I don't even know what that means though. Slap that like lifted noise slaps that. What did I miss? I missed a bunch of stuff. I use my MPC live to record my rap vocals. Very pleased with the results. No doubt. That's what's up. Akira, are you on the FB? Are you in the group? I won't put the, let me grab the link to the group and I'll put it in the chat window real quick. So if you guys, man, I gotta turn this. I turned this compressor way too up because I liked how it sounded over compressed. Let me turn that down because I'm getting feedback. But yeah, I recently, probably like a month ago, started an FB group. Solely niche down to MPC vocal recording and songwriting. Where is the? And yeah, we're 85 members strong. So it's not super active, but we need some more people on there being active. So Akira, since you be doing what you're doing, if you don't mind, if you would like to join, please come over and join. I'm copying the link now. And share what it is you're doing, whether it's just in like a written post or if you want to share some videos. Just talk about your process. It could be vocal recording or songwriting, MPC related. And I think there goes the link. You're an old soul using pen and pad. I don't always use pen and pad. Actually, I use my phone as well. I don't know. Maybe that's because I started this a while back. I don't know how long ago I started it. Probably a year ago. And then just wasn't, I wasn't able to finish strong. So I left it alone for a long time. And, I didn't really do much vocal stuff at all. And just continue with the, YouTube tutorial stuff. But yeah, my aim has always been to come around to this and get to the vocals. So, but yeah, I definitely use like the notepad on my phone to do lyrics quite a bit, especially like if I'm at work. I did a few what I call rhythm and poetry videos where it's just camera on my face with a beat, and I usually borrow a beat. I did like some Tupac beats and a Her instrumental and one from Lawrence 1-3. Pretty dope producer. And I just like I'd take my phone and play the beats in my head like off YouTube or whatever, and then use the notepad. I would just like uh, I'd be like cleaning because I'm a custodial. Like I might be mopping something, and I just hear it, and I'm like kind of freestyling in my head. And when something's dope, I pull it out, bring the notepad up, type it on the notepad, save it, and put it back, and then just like re-rehearse in my head, and then just that same process kind of thing. So that's really convenient. So I'm not opposed to using the tech like that. Um, if you continue to focus on one thing, you will never complete the project. Can you expand on that? Sometimes you need to just roll with what you got. The next ones you spit will get better and better, for sure. Like I wrote a song that song took, like I'm saying, 2 years to complete, and then I wrote like a song, and it's like a process of coming back and forth. So saying like this other song that I wrote that's ready, and I think it's a lot better the way that it's written. Only took me like a week or two, sitting down a few times for like 30 minutes here and there, and yeah, so that came out a lot quicker. So I definitely see myself improving, and I hope to put some more time into it. But so I think what you're saying is just to like, and that's what I can't just focus on one thing. Like I'll put that away. So it's not like I was like the song that I just said I finished in like 2 weeks. It's not like it was the only thing that I was working on. I didn't want to get sick of it, so I put it away for a minute and then go try to work on something else or come up with a new idea and then come back, So, and it's pretty dope. I think it's pretty dope, and I think it's a success because my kids, my two youngest kids, they heard me like reciting it. I was sitting here, and I had it like coming off the speaker, and they both came up to me and they looked at me and just like, this face of approval, like they liked it, which is awesome too because it is a song about, kind of dealing with having these big dreams, but then becoming a father. So, so it's really kind of is dedicated for my kids, and so I'm really happy to have that coming out as like one of my first things because I know that I'm growing up and trying understanding what priorities are and stuff, and I still have these dreams, and I'm not gonna necessarily like give up on the dreams just because I have priorities and family and kids, and that's more important. But I'm definitely not going to let it stress me out, and I've been there, like I've been frustrated, not because I haven't had the time, but I realize now that I wasted a lot of time. Now that I have kids and have all these responsibilities, a lot of time I could have spent working towards. I could have been. It's not that I didn't spend it. I spent a lot of time making music and stuff, but it never was focused, and it never was driven towards a goal, or like I wasn't putting myself out there. It was just, what I mean, just wasted time, and a lot of the time aside from that was just wasted time. But I mean, you can't fully say any time is wasted, but sometimes you got to realize what the priorities are. So. I don't know. I think it's important now, and I think that's what the song is about. That I'll probably be the next stream that I do, not the next necessarily the next stream, but the next vocal stream. And I want to have this quiet environment when no one's here, most ideal. I think that what the theme of the song is, what I was saying is, I think it's important that I still go after my dreams because I think it'll be something that is valuable for my kids to see as they're growing up. And even if I don't, I hesitate to say even if I fail, because I definitely will fail, and I definitely have failed, but because I've re-perceived, or I've changed my perspective of what success is. And I don't know if everyone gets here, but success is definitely not the absence of failure. It's going regardless of failure being imminent. And it's gonna happen. Failure are those lessons, those are the steps. But success is the consistency, the determination, the perseverance to keep going. And so, regardless if I ever do anything that seems significant to me, because I've always had a great big ego, great big dreams, great big idea of myself. You know what I mean? I think we all probably have, or at least quite a few. Some of you out there have this idea as well. at least I will have shown them that I tried and that I wasn't afraid to fail. And hopefully that can redirect or change their perception as they grow up of what success is and that they try. And that's what that song is about. So I'm looking forward to doing that one in the stream. I think that will probably go a lot smoother as these whatever. Let me try not to use all these big words. Yeah, they'll get better. So hell yeah, I'm gonna call it. I gotta go get my lunch ready for lunch being, I call it lunch, but it's like, you know, dinner. Get my food ready, get working, get to work, get in the car, and get going. So I really do appreciate y'all. I'm happy with this, although the verses aren't, like, to me, the verses are, I could say, a failure because they're not complete. But this has been a success because I put it into action. I wanted to do something. I did it. Even though I feared, you know, I had some anxieties, I had some fears of failure, and I knew it was a possibility, and most likely, the most likely outcome that I wouldn't get them perfectly, but that's fine. And just starting all this, I've learned some new things, so I know how I can fix that. I didn't know about the locate or punching in at all till, you know, I did a video on how I do my vocal recordings and stuff that I do, and then Chad Snow came in. And he showed us how to do the punching. So come join me in the group. I appreciate y'all. If you want to do some vocal recording, that's where we can talk about it and build off each other. I'm learning. So whether you guys are learning or not, I made the thing so I can learn some things, so I can showcase some things, so I can just build. And it's a happy place for me. So come on, join me. All right. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Okay. Peace.